Hey guys, my name is Montana. I'm coming to you from JTech, and today we're going to learn how to do fuel pressure testing with fuel pressure tester and injector testing with the injector tester right here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to set this fuel pressure tester up. It's already set up because I didn't have to disconnect any lines or anything. There was a port that looks like a valve stem on the back of the fuel rail, back here. You can see it through here. All I did was I took the hose and then an adapter and screwed it on there, and then hooked the fuel pressure tester gauge up to it, and then tied it around this so it would stay up out of the way, so it wouldn't be on any components that could damage it. And then that was hooked up, and then I have this line coming out of it so I can clear the pressure and everything going into this bucket. So first thing you would do to clear the pressure out before you hook any of this up is you would undo the fuel pressure relay, the fuel pump relay. You take it out, crank it up to clear all the fuel pressure out of it, and then you can hook it up so nothing splashes in your face or shoots out at you. So now that we have everything hooked up, we have the fuel pressure relay back in so we can actually get a reading. We're going to go in the vehicle and turn to the run position to prime the pump to see if we get a reading. See now, the car is in the on position. It's not started. Some vehicles the fuel pump only primes if it's been cranked. So I'm gonna go crank it a few times to see if we get our maximum pressure. See, I cranked the vehicle and now we have our maximum pressure, which is 46 psi. That's good. That's pretty strong. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure everything's hooked back up. All the injectors are plugged in now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have someone start the engine and see what the running pressure is. Let me go grab something real quick. But we're going to do this real quick. The car is starting like all the way? Yeah, we're going to do this real quick because the car's getting hot and there's no pulling it. Okay, ready? Start it. We have about 53 psi. Okay, now I'm gonna have him raise it to 2K. Go to 2,000. it didn't really move. So it's staying around 53 psi. So that's good. Good. So now, after we did that, it dropped down to 48, which is really good. So this is a strong pump, and it's getting fuel to all 4 of these injectors really well. So now what we're going to do is we're going to clear it. There we go. We cleared it. Make sure that comes out. There we go. Clear it off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unhook the injectors. There we go. So the next test I'm doing is I'm testing the injector. I'm going to give the injector 50 pulses in about a millisecond or a couple milliseconds to see how much fuel pressure it drops, to see how much fuel the injector is spraying in, to see if it's clogged. So we're going to take our tester, we're going to follow the lead right here, here it is, and we're going to hook this up. There we go, that's hooked up. We have it set on 0.5 to 2.5 amps because that's what these injectors require to do 50 pulses. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go prime it again. And on this vehicle you have to crank it a little bit. Now we have our fuel pressure. It's 46 psi resting pressure. So now we're gonna click this button and we're gonna watch this fuel pressure drop. There we go. It went from 45, 46 psi down to 20. So we had 46 psi. That injector, it pulsed 50 times and it brought us down to 20 psi. So we have a pressure loss of 26 psi. So that's how much pressure that one injector is taking away from the fuel pressure. So that's actually, and then you can take this and check it to spec. That's actually really good. So we're going to unplug everything now. We're going to unplug the tester. Now we're going to check the resistance of that injector. So we're going to take a positive and negative lead after we clear our fuel pressure, because we don't want any fuel pressure just sitting because it could be dangerous. So we'll clear that. There we go. See it all going down to my catch can. Take our positive and negative. It's on ohms for resistance. So we're going to take it, we're going to put our 2 leads on those 2 pins. And we're getting keep it on these prongs. It's the hard thing. You're slipping off. We're getting 16.3 ohms, 16.2 ohms out of that one injector. So that has a lot of resistance coming out of it. Yes, it's been hot, it's been running, so it's going to have a higher amount, lower resistance than it was if it was cold, because it's a solenoid. So as it heats up, there's a coil inside that expands, that it'll create more resistance as that compresses and comes closer. So now that I've shown you how to do the fuel pressure tester, injector tester, and check the resistance of the injector, and what the running temperature was, the running pressure was, and the static pressure, that is how you check the injectors and the fuel pressure in the 2006 2008 Hyundai Accent.